There have been a lot of stories over the weekend about Mr. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. This one in particular actually drives me bananas. Let's talk about the way, according to new reporting, that the Queen circumvented laws in order for her son, Andrew, to sell and profit from his first home. The Times broke this story, how Andrew made £15 million selling Sunninghill Park, his wedding gift. The subhead includes details about how he pocketed the proceeds of the sale to a Kazakh billionaire. This was in order to pay for Royal Lodge renovations. This is information we've known, but in case you're new here, not only was it sold to a Kazakh billionaire, this billionaire happened to be the son-in-law to the president of Kazakhstan. Quote, Andrew had links to the country as an international trade envoy and later as a private fixer to companies investing there. Well, you could say Meredith. Maybe this billionaire just loves a brick exterior in the countryside. This house was purchased for £3 million over ask. Now that we've discovered more information, that is not the most maddening part of this story. If anyone's wondering, how can royals sell homes that are a part of the crown estate? Here's how you get around with that. You establish a company. It was revealed in this piece that in May of 1987, Queen Elizabeth created a company, Tyrolese 83 Limited. That July, quote, the Queen's representatives changed its constitution, enabling the company to acquire, hold, and deal with property and create trusts of every description and act as trustee for any person. What does that mean in layman's terms? It means that the company could hold assets on behalf of the Queen and her family that were free of public scrutiny. The company could also lay dormant, which means that it doesn't have to publish annual accounts while overseeing these large investments. Just very above board cool stuff. The idea that the royal family does not have power is nonsense. Same month that the company is started, it buys the leasehold for Sunninghill Park. Quote, according to previously undisclosed land registry documents, the rent was £100 a year. Remember, you're not poor because of any moral failing. You can't get ahead because your mother cannot create trust for you to buy properties affording you little to no rent that you can then sell to a Kazakh billionaire. So, Tyrolese buys the property from the Crown Estate, which, quote, is legally bound to act independently and make investment decisions for the ultimate benefit of the public, which I'm not seeing how it benefits the public for Prince Andrew to be able to sell this property and pocket the money made. According to the Crown Estate Act of 1961, it can't sell land and properties. But there's always a but. Quote, except for the best consideration in money or money's worth, which in their opinion can be reasonably obtained. Shortly after the sale, it's announced that Andrew and Sarah will move into a new property built there for them to live and enjoy. Fast forward to 2002. The Queen Mother dies, Andrew and Sarah are divorced, and Andrew wants Royal Lodge. The Queen wants her favorite son to have it, but he's got to pay for the renovation. So how is he going to do that? Well, he's going to do that through some According to this piece, in August of 2023, the Crown Estate transferred the freehold to a trust, the Sunninghill Park Settlement, which was administered by the Queen's solicitor and Sir Alan Reid, who at the time was the keeper of the privy purse and managed the finances. Guess what the sale price was? You won't. It was just over £12,000 for this. This brings us back to that billionaire. Andrew is soliciting bids, but golly gee, limited interest. So because of this bidding war, in the summer of 2007, Andrew receives an offer of $15 million for the property by that Kazakh billionaire who happened to be the son-in-law of the president of Kazakhstan. By the way, at the time, an independent chartered surveyor valued the estate, quote, which was tired and neglected, to be worth as little as £6.4 million. And because this is all very cool and above board, Buckingham Palace blocked questions about it. They tried to conceal the identity of the buyer. Where we are right now is that the MPs on the Commons public account committees have submitted questions about the leasehold agreement on Royal Lodge, which could bring up how Andrew was able to benefit so generously from the ownership of this home, which is supposed to be the Crown Estate's, and any decisions made related to it to the best value for the money for the public, not Prince Andrew's renovation fund for Royal Lodge, which could provide an opening to further dig into royal finances, which is not something they want. The public deserves to know, especially considering all the various ways that the British royal family are supported and benefit from their status in a way that a lot of the public is not aware of. It's especially concerning given the disparity in wealth between the richest and the poorest. Again, a lot of stories flying around, but Follow the money and go check out the story from the Times. More to come.